Hey guys, CO Matthew6 here with the second installment of my hashtag Beast Mode series, and in this episode I will be talking up the MK14. It is one of the two weapons that you would get for the signature edition of Ghost Recon Future Soldier, and this was unlocked by pre-ordering it or getting a copy that was still left over at GameStop or Walmart or wherever you go to pick up your game. So, a couple things about the MK14. It comes with a 20-round magazine, which unfortunately is pretty low for an assault rifle. Usually they come with 30. The MGs, as you know, for riflemen come with 150, or if you're using the M60, I believe that's 200. But this is slightly mitigated with an extended magazine, but the reason why the MK14 only has 20 rounds is because it is so powerful. At 3 rounds at mid-range, or even at longer ranges, will be a kill to the chest. Unless you're playing against a rifleman, that's probably going to take 4 or 5. 2 rounds at close to mid-range with armor-piercing rounds is a kill. If you get 2 rounds on target to the chest with your armor-piercing rounds in an MK14, your opponent will be going down. I will guarantee you this. Now, this is also a semi-automatic battle rifle. I don't call it an assault rifle because the MK14 is... For mid to long range engagements, you're not really going to be using it at close quarters. There are better weapons for that job, namely the submachine guns / shotguns, which the engineers and scouts have. You can at closer ranges, you also would rather want to use an ACR or AK-200 just because they have higher rates of fire and are better fitted for close to mid range engagements. Now, the MK14 works best. Which I just said, it works best at longer ranges. So what I did was put a tac scope on it, and I undergassed the system to improve control and range. Now, I also put on an underbarrel grenade launcher just for area denial, because grenade launchers aren't that powerful. They can kill, but you pretty much have to hit their feet with it, or of course, direct impact. But they're good for area denial, because if you get within a certain radius of the enemy, you can take him out if he's trying to guard an objective or whatever before you can capture it, and then you can move in and take it. But an underbarrel shotgun also works for close quarters, and I like having some kind of extra gun on my MK14 because unlike the scouts and engineers, your secondary weapons are limited to a pistol or a stun gun or the flash bulb, but no one uses that, so whatever. So you pretty much have to use these underbarrel launchers in order to gain an upper hand. The smoke launcher and EMP launchers are also cool because it pretty much gives you 2 extra grenades. Of course, the HEDP launcher also gives you pretty much 2 extra frag grenades. Now, the best way to use the MK14 would be to make it fully automatic, of course, because you get quicker shots over the semi-automatic, though some people prefer semi-automatic assault rifles, and the 417 is very much like the MK14, and I've seen the 417 being semi-automatic. This is pretty much to reduce recoil and keep higher control, which is nice, but I just prefer having a higher rate of fire and being able to land more shots on target over time. I don't have a modded controller, but if you have a modded controller and you can fire these semi-automatic shots pretty accurately with them, by all means go for it. You don't have to waste an attachment credit, and you pretty much are firing at the same rate, if not faster. I also undergassed the system to once again improve control, and this of course is to make sure that your gun doesn't like jump wildly around at longer ranges. And that's where the tac scope comes in. The tac scope improves range, which I lost with by equipping the short barrel, in order to save maneuverability, which I lost by equipping the HEDP launcher, which gave me extra power. I also had to pick between the extended magazine and the armor-piercing rounds, and this is a pretty big decision because there are some times where I wish I had the extended magazines because it seems as if I'm running out of ammo too quickly. But otherwise, sometimes I like having the armor-piercing rounds because it makes me feel as if I'm getting kills quicker and therefore might not have to reload because I'm landing all my kills with 2 bullets. But at longer ranges, I think you might want the extended magazines just because you'll have more follow-up shots to take should you miss. Anyways, how to play the MK14. Definitely don't use it at close quarters, especially if you don't have a shotgun. If you have an underbarrel shotgun equipped, then you might be able to compete at close ranges, but you only have 6 rounds total with it. So unless you have an ammo box, I don't recommend you using it at close range, despite the fact that it can land a 2-hit or 3-hit kill with armor-piercing rounds. The best area to use it is at mid-range, where you still have one of the highest accuracies in the game, and you're only taking 3 or 4 shots to kill everyone. So if you can land all your kills with 3 or 4 hits, you'll be able to get more kills, more points, without needing to worry about guys sneaking up behind you or worrying about losing close quarters engagements. At extreme ranges, snipers still win, but if you are able to pull off a lucky headshot, you can pretty much beat scouts. I don't recommend you doing this. So what I'm pretty much saying right now is keep enough distance so you don't lose the submachine guns, but stay close enough to your opponents where you don't lose the sniper rifles. That's pretty tricky to explain, but if you know what I'm talking about, you shouldn't be having a problem with it. Well, I guess that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. The video is about to come to a close, actually. So that's how you use the MK14. The link to the PP19 video that I posted is in the description. I hope you use the MK14 more if you have it. If you don't have it, use the 417 because they're pretty much identical weapons. The 417 fires a little bit faster, but in my opinion, I seem to take more bullets to kill with it. Usually it's just 1, but the quicker kill you can pull off, the better, in my opinion. So the next episode, I will be using the MSR, which is the final unlockable for the Ghost Scout. And then after that, I think I need to get an engineer weapon in there, so I think I'm going to be using the M1014. That's really all there is to this video, and I'm out.